So you're from the Ukraine.
Yes, yes. I'm from Ukraine, but now I live in Poland.
Okay. And what made you move to Poland?
I studied here and now I work here.
Okay. And you work as a conductor?
Yes, yeah, I'm a conductor.
Wonderful. And many girl conductors nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a profession that you used to associate with women for some reason.
Um, I think in our time it's not profession only for men, for women. It's profession for creative person.
You are 100% right. Yeah, we should look at it that way. Yes. Um, so tell me, you were in lockdown in Poland, or did you
Yes,
go
yes.
back to, you were there? And can you tell me something around that time? So that was also in March.
I was in Krakow and I worked normally
Mm.
and at firstly I felt like, oh, I would have time to read, to prepare new scores. It's okay for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Few weeks I would be able to relax.
yeah,
But after 3 weeks, I was in big shock because all
really.
projects and all concerts began to be cancelled.
Mm.
And um, I am teach in school at music
Mm.
school. I work with a youth orchestra, and
Mm.
in the time before the quarantine, we were preparing for a concert dedicated to the anniversary of our school. And
Mm.
the patron of our school is a great Polish composer Krzysztof Penderecki,
Mm.
and we were waiting for him, um, and the children dreamed to meeting him, but in that time we got very sad news that Maestro had died, and
Oh
um,
no.
yes, yes, and it was very sad news and quarantine. It was very stress time.
Oh, that is so sad. And did he was it about because of the coronavirus that he died?
No, 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 no.
Oh, oh, okay. So, but but how did the children react also to, so that was the one shock and the one disappointment and sadness, and then also that the concerts were cancelled for the children.
Um, oh, sorry, it's my dog. um, children's. Okay, we continued to have rehearsals online
Mhm.
for all quarantine time, and everyone played at home. And nextly, I'm edited the general videos. Everyone played in his Windowses, and so we did minimal art together.
Mhm. But
we we
that's
did we did
wonderful.
we did concerts. Oh, sorry.
Mhm. No, that's fine. Yeah. So you did the concerts like through Zoom, or what did you use?
No, no, we had normally lessons
Mm.
in classroom, Google
Mm.
Classroom, and everyone sent me his video with his playing.
Okay,
And
okay.
yes, and nextly I'm created general video
Oh,
with
wow, that's
sound.
amazing. Yeah. And is there somewhere we can see that? Do you have that
Sorry?
online? Did you post that online? I can see that, the video.
Yes, on my page, Facebook.
Okay, I'll go and have a look. Yes, but that's wonderful that you did that project and that you still carried on with that. Yeah, and then so in the time in the initial time, the 3 weeks, did you have the 3 weeks the quarantine time, and you said that you just decided you're going to take the time to read and rest a little bit, and you said then afterwards it became the shock. Did you realize then that it will take this long, or did you think it will be over in the summer?
Yes, I thought that max 4 weeks, 5 weeks, but nextly. uh, but in summer was a little bit return to normal life, and in this time I was very happy because for me it was a very happy time. I prepared my first production at opera as a conductor and music director between these
wonderful.
two big waves for coronavirus.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And how did it feel to be back in, doing that and conducting again after the time that nothing happened? So the first time back, was it a good experience or a good feeling or emotional feeling?
Yeah, I had wild energy because I sit in I all time sitting at home, and I was in sad feeling, in stress like this. And when I can to see people, I can to work with orchestra, with performers, I was very happy.
Oh, that's wonderful. So were you alone during lockdown, all by yourself, or did you have family with you or friends?
I was with my husband and with our dog.
Oh, okay. So you had somebody with you. And then, yeah, I know there were many things that happened over the summer. It was sort of a bit more relaxed, and some people did a lot of performances. But then of course, the lockdown came now over the winter time as well. Did you feel that was worse for you than the first time?
I see at this situation in positive, from positive position.
Yeah.
And when I have free time, generally for conductors, free time is very important, because I can prepare new scores. For me, it's very good time.
Okay. So you used the time for that, for preparing
And discovering new pieces, watch new, I don't know, streaming, online, operas, concerts.
okay. How do you motivate the children? Do you also have this positive way of motivating the young students in your orchestra?
At first, children had good feeling because they had vacation, long vacation
Oh,
from.
okay, yeah.
But nextly, very hardly time because each of they had his instruments, but without teacher, very hardly to play instruments without live lessons, because on strings need help.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, play wind instruments, the same situation.
Mm.
But my drummer he was very stressed because his drums was in school at school.
Oh, I see. But he couldn't play, so he couldn't play.
Yes, yes.
Oh, but that must have been hard for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do online lessons with the students, or was it too difficult?
Um, for me, it's not normally orchestra, because we cannot play together, and everyone played solo. And factually it was we sitting together, but everyone play solo, 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 solo.
Okay, but you did it online.
Yes.
Yeah. And have you been able to get back together again now?
Yes.
Can you
Now.
now? Mm.
Yes, 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 yes. Now we start to offline lesson, and in small groups we play few, 3-4 uh, persons together,
Mm.
but live playing.
Okay. And did do the children now that they are back, do they uh, feel differently? Are they more appreciative of the fact that they can play? Do you think that the time that they couldn't play made them think if they really wanted to do this?
Um, Now they are more, for me, more open, and they have more energy, and they need uh, communication.
So you think this time has made a positive impact on them? So do you think that they will also be thinking differently about music and how they play afterwards?
Um, I think that not positive, but after so long break and so long quarantine, all of us need communication, and for my opinion, all of us start to be more open to community, to society.
Yeah, and do you think also amongst musicians that people are more connected, feel more connected to each other, or would I know musicians overall have this connection, but do you think now there's this common thing that you all went through this together and that people are more supportive towards each other, rather than being competitive?
I have that feeling
Hmm.
that that we that we to be more that we missed to a live connection, to a life.
Yeah, yeah. So that connection. Do you think this idea that artists are not valued, do you also feel this? Do you think there should be more support for artists, not just financially, but also that they should be acknowledged more for what they do?
Yes, but financially also.
Yeah. Mm. So do you think that would be, do you think that's more the reason why artists don't feel valued? Because of financial support?
uh,
And do you think that maybe if we educate children in art, that would make a difference for future audiences? You know, that in generations to come, if children are educated in art and can appreciate music, and even if they learn to play instruments for a few years, that they would understand what it means to be an artist, or the work that goes in to becoming an artist, and so that people just don't think artists are somebody with a huge talent and they just get on the stage and do it. You know, that they don't understand how much work there goes into being an artist and a musician.
yes, two main things in this profession um, is many hours training of his um, skills and energical magic. I don't know how to say. Um, it's it's very important in art, this magic energy.
Yeah, yeah. I understand what you mean. Yes.
We can say talent, we can say I don't know, but for me this this energy.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what comes across when somebody performs, and that's what makes it that it's not just music being played, but really something that comes from a person, that comes from the artist, that energy. Yeah. But tell me, how did you start in music? How old were you when you started?
I was 6 years old.
Really?
I
Yeah.
yes,
And what did you?
I'm singing,
Mm,
and I no, I started play piano, and
yeah.
nextly I started singing.
Okay. And do you come from a musical family?
No, no,
No. So
no.
what made you decide to do to start or to take lessons or do music? What was the inspiration?
I didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know how to uh, how to do that. That I started music, but
Yeah. You just started, yeah. And your parents, did they help, or was there a teacher that, was there teachers on your way that you think, of this teacher really meant a lot to me, or she encouraged me a lot? Teachers, were they
My
teachers
teacher,
that, yeah,
yes, my teachers very support me
yeah,
on my way. I had great teachers.
yeah,
I had many teachers for
mm,
my whole education, and they very support me. And now my professor of orchestra conductor
mm.
also very support me.
Who is your professor?
My professor is from Warsaw,
Yeah.
and he's great
Mm.
conductor, Łukasz
Yeah.
Borowicz,
Oh,
Polish
okay.
conductor.
Okay.
Oh,
And
and he made in 1 years ago. Oh, yeah, 2 years ago in Vienna production in
yeah,
Theater an der Wien.
yeah.
He made Halka by Moniuszko.
Oh, okay. Oh, wonderful. So he was here. He did that. Oh, that's great. Um, so and was he very encouraging to you also in this time?
Yes,
Did he also motivate you?
yes, yes.
Mm. That's something that I hear a lot, where musicians say that their teachers have motivated them or helped them when they felt a little bit low, and I think it's wonderful that you have that relationship with your teachers. That teachers are
Yes,
very supportive. Yeah.
yes, I dreamed for that teacher, and I'm find it. I'm
Okay.
find this connection, and I'm find this relationship with my
Oh, that's
profession.
wonderful. Yeah. And now you are also teaching children. So do you think that experience from having a good teacher and good teachers on your way, this also helps you to be this good teacher to the students?
Yes, but it's a little bit different teaching,
Mm.
because with my teacher I learn technical of conducting, but now I'm teach to play in orchestra.
Oh, I
And
see. Okay. Okay. So it's not a one-to-one. It's more the orchestra, the whole orchestra.
yes,
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
and I'm not explain how to conduct,
Yeah.
but I'm explain what I need, what
Yeah.
we can do with sounds, with form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's very interesting. Um, so tell me, what is your wish for when this is all over? What would you like to happen?
Um, I hope that soon everything will start to return to its normal life.
Mm.
People missed creativity, concerts, performers, and I wish to work. I wish to
Mm.
play, to conduct.
Yeah. Do you think you will also do it differently? Are there things that you think this you're doing this because of the time that you couldn't conduct? Do you think there's a change? There will be a change in how people do things, how musicians, for example, do things.
I think that I had more experience because I read many books and I made my opera production. But in my for me, people's change his participate. People start to be more softly for each other.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. So I think people are more also aware of each other and sensitive to each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this has brought that idea that we are not just everybody rushing and doing their own thing, but now thinking more about each other.
Yes, because when I meet peoples now, I see that we very glad to see each other, and we very glad to be together.
But now this because I've asked everybody if they think more people will now start coming to concerts. And actually, if you say this now, then I think maybe it will, because maybe now people will be more hungry for that and will be more interested because they haven't been to concerts and they haven't had the opportunity. So everything we experience now will be as if we experience it new. You know, it's like if it's the first time or something like that. So maybe there will be more interest in concerts.
Yes, we had very many lot of different streaming videos from the best theaters of the world, but we need live concerts. We need concerts in our philharmonics, in our cities. We need concerts with our small orchestras, with our small ensembles. And I think that it's very important that people wait and need concerts, live concerts in their cities, in their maybe small institutions and small concert halls, but live concerts.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true what you're saying. And maybe people will be more inspired to do also musicians to do smaller concerts or maybe I see a lot of musicians have collaborated and ensembles formed and so maybe there are now this energy between them together to do this.
Yes, in general, I think that now it's a great time for different small collaborations, like I don't know, like chamber music, chamber opera, and quartets, quintets, and because we have distance, we have a problem with communication, but
Yeah.
in small groups we can to act, we can to play now.
Yeah, you are right. I think this is this is the time where this will be the result of this pandemic, that
Yes,
this would be
yes. Look, last time before the quarantine, um, our music world was very contrast, very different, and we prefer for big operas theater, big performance, but now is changed to small,
yeah,
small. We we sit at home for whole time, and now we need um, live live for small concerts, small ensembles.
yeah. And also these small concerts and small ensembles um, give very more a much more closeness, you know, and contact. And maybe this is also what we need now, because we've
Yes.
been alone all the time. That this contact will be very intense now because it's smaller groups, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah. This is, I haven't thought of this, but that's you are right. Yeah, that might be the result now for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we know how communicated with small groups,
Yes.
with private communication.
Yeah. And I also think I just want to get Lily. I also think that um, you know, this is also needed for artists to be in this close contact with people, because I think for audiences to connect with artists is also very important. I talk a lot about this distance that's also there's also a place for it, you know, when you're in the on the stage and the audience is in the theater, and but there's this distance, so you know there's the we see this performance, and but we don't connect really with the artists. And I wonder sometimes if that's also important, that we understand more of what the artist does. Um, I think of that sometimes because we read about, for instance, artists who passed away. So you or like the composers, you will read now about things that they went through, difficulties that they went through, but you never, with living artists, you rarely hear that. You rarely hear that, oh, you know, she had to leave her country, or she had to leave her parents, her family life to pursue her career. Um, and it's also something that's a sacrifice, and it's also not easy, you know, to do that. And I think that becomes part of the artist, and uh, it also brings a kind of a connection. Well, for me, it does. It, you know, for me, I'm interested in people, so for me, it's wonderful to know a little bit about, you know, the path, you know, from where you started, and what you've achieved, and I think that's also always very inspirational as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me, one of the main thing after quarantine, that artists, um, we um, we play not for us, but we play for people. We play for public. And when in quarantine time I had opera premiere, we had first premiere without public. And when um all of people played, but played for seats, but not
Yeah.
for public. It's very sad because you cannot feeling this energy and this connection with public. This is my one of the main minds
Yeah.
before quarantine.
Mm. So it's also a way of the artist to appreciate the audience. Not that I don't, as I know you do, but I think it's also that awareness that the audience has to be there, and also from the audience point of view, the artist has to be there. So it's this missing each other in a concert situation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
The same
that's
situation was when we watched on TV recording when big orchestra play and nextly conductor and orchestra uh, go out from stage without applauses.
mm, that
It's
silence.
also
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I've also heard this from an opera singer who did a streaming, and also that silence after he sung. He said that, you know, it really affected him. He really felt it, that it's silence. Yeah.
it's not for applauses like your winner in this life.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
It's
understand. Yeah.
applause like energy
Mm.
from public from people.
I also see it like that. I think from the audience point of view, it's a sign of appreciation. I think it's a way of showing the artist that they appreciate it. And I think it's that energy that you feel, you know, and that's that energy that is needed. And I think energy is this type of energy is also what's needed for artists to hear that. And I think that is that feeling of not being valued. I think it's sometimes just the acknowledgement, and I think this is also has something to do with why I think it's important to talk about the amount of years that you study and the hard work and the hours that you put in. And I'm not saying that it should be a drama. I'm just saying that it's important. If we know how long a doctor studies or a engineer studies, then it's also important that we know how long the musicians have to study, and the ongoing study, not just study and it's done. It's an ongoing process with you, and I think this is also something where it's a acknowledgement of that is like an applause. It's like saying we acknowledge it, and it's sort of, we support it, and we think that you are valuable for the society for bringing this art, or for bringing the art to this specific level. I think that's also a thing. It's not just singing, but it is really singing to a very high level that we are used to receiving. So I think it's really important that we speak about this. This is why I'm asking everybody. how did they start singing, and where did it start? Because everybody started at a very young age. And I think also for a child at the age of 6 to be dedicated to practice or to play an instrument, and also, you know, overcoming, say, difficulties to play certain pieces. You know, it's not as if you, when you pick up the instrument, you just play the pieces. It takes breaking down and practicing more and more and more and more, and for young children to have that perseverance also is a very commendable thing. I think it's also something to be proud of, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
But for young children, for me it's more like the game, like the joy, but not like practice, hardly practice.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, no, I know. I see what you mean, but still, it's on their level. It's still, they dedicate themselves to it. You know, they dedicate
Yes.
themselves to be able to play it, and that's a great thing, you know. And I think that's what they build on for the future. To also learn that, you know, to also achieve that, or get those skills to be able to do it more seriously and
Yes,
to a
yes.
higher level. Yeah. But thank you so much for your time and for talking
Thank
to me,
you.
and
Nice to
your
meet you.
pardon.
Nice to meet you.
Oh no, it's so nice to meet you too, and your lovely insights. And I will go and have a look on your Facebook, that concert, or the film that you made. That sounds wonderful, and I wish you all the best, and also for doing that, the orchestra, the youth orchestra with the children. I think it's so great that, you know, that they have that opportunity, and that you give them that opportunity, and yeah.
Thank you very
So,
much. Thank you very much.
okay. Have a lovely afternoon. Oh, did you see I recorded this?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it all right if I post it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Maybe my English is not perfect
Your English,
for.
it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I understood everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And whenever you're in Vienna, will you write to me, and then we can have a coffee together?
Oh yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. With pleasure. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Okay. See
Have a
you
good
soon.
day. All
Bye.
of the best for you. Bye.
Bye.